YouTube subscribers, and welcome to Anywhere Street. Um, I have to make this as quick as possible and fast as possible. It's a short time. What I want to say is, I don't know if I have a title for this one, is it's a wonderful day to be alive. We just went through rainy monsoon season like it was fall and winter coming back. And we're in June. Strange. But today we've been blessed with maybe it's 82, 83 degrees, I believe. And not only that, it is with nice winds and no rain. But protective of me, I brought my umbrella and I brought a jacket in case it gets cool tonight. So, just for a second, this is a quick video. What a wonderful time to be alive, even in the darkness. How many people can say in their lives that they appreciate just having breath in their body and life, no matter the circumstances? It is a tough time to stick it out. Many people don't know how to stick it out and deal with the punches and the rough roads. But I tell you what, you got to stop transitioning that a bad day is associated with the events that are happening around you. Because in reality, they really don't determine that at all. What determines a true good spirit, no matter what, is having the thought and philosophy and theory that you are alive to at least see it, no matter how dark it is. I can't say that for a person, people in concentration camps or people in the darkest spaces in their lives, in darkest places. I cannot answer for that. You got to hold your light no matter what. You cannot let them steal whatever hope you have, whatever thoughts you have, whatever things going on in your mind. You cannot let them steal. For then they win. Catch that one. They win at that point. You don't want winners of the other ones that are opposite and against you. You have to win. And if you know that much, you realize that no matter the situation, you've got to find an answer to how to figure it out and how to deal with it, and also how to get out of it. But as I've taught other people, sometimes when the bad times, as we presume in our own thoughts and theories and believe what's a good time and a bad time is happening, you're also at the point in your life where you realize that you as an individual anoint things and unanoint things. Get the word again? Anoint things, unanoint things. So you have to say to yourself, self, am I going to look at this thing as the worst thing in my whole entire existence? Or am I going to figure out how to deal with it and how to make moves? And there are people who've been put in some of the worst conditions, worst things, and they self-preserved. It's just like this tree. This beautiful pine tree and evergreen trees and everything else you can imagine over here in this one set of a small mini forest. Or landscape, however you want to call it. But it's a getaway in its own turn. You have to figure out how to make moves. What's the word they say? And I loved it. I've heard it a few years ago. Boss moves. Big boss moves. And don't let anything stop you in getting to that big move of your life, no matter what. I am, by the grace of God, am working on me a lot more. Working on things I wasn't doing and trying to halt a multitude of distractions. That has been the biggest enemy of my life. And it comes to everybody. It's just how they receive it and what they do with it, or they just lounge in it. You don't have to lounge in distractions. You just got to know how to put them in proper positions in your life. And some people are able to take distractions and make the distractions work for them. They're also able to find time for them and to put them away when they're not of need. That's what I call mapping out your life, where you're not held to anything, or you're not allowing something to keep you at bay and keep you down. because you're interactive with your life where you're not mapping it anymore. You're not mapping, sorry. Let's go back a little bit. Not allowing it to consume you. So, in the middle of mapping your life, you're interactive with your life. You are, I think this older doctor taught me many years ago. He said, you are the captain of your ship. You are the captain of that ship. And you should be. That's what you were designed for. As I walk through these trees and I get the bathing of the trees that they give so much life, and I like how someone put it recently, they're actually our chroniclers, chronicle our lives. They're chronicling our lives just in a standstill position. They're chronicling the earth, they're chronicling the temperatures, they're chronicling everything. And the way you know that is when they chop a tree down, there's a tons of rings, and each of those rings is a cycle of a year that they've lived. They're chronicling. But most people don't look at a tree like that. They just look at a tree, oh, beautiful, whatever, horrible, whatever, look, and don't even realize those things have been around many, many years while we're here, and it'll be many, many more years after we're gone. They were just talking about the forests that were in Ukraine and how the war has just taken place, and it's also destroyed a lot of the trees, and it's sad. Trees shouldn't have to go through man's cuckoo-ness and his confusions and his foolish wars that make no sense. I was just talking to somebody at dinner the other night. I said, do you realize that when COVID came and looking at it, and I've told people there were good things and bad things in it. Depends on how you're looking at it and what it did and what it didn't do. COVID actually showed how unified the human race really is. It showed us that we do not have no harmony, no sync. We have nothing. We have separated ourselves so much from each other, and we use racism, bigotry, and also pausing and petrification and standing still. We've used all those factors and tools to keep us more separated. Even now, worse than ever. And the sad part about all of that is we've given up what it is to be a human. I keep saying that a lot. The human race don't even know what it is to be a human. And you can take that to the bank for real. They don't know what it is to be a human being with compassion, sympathy, understanding. They don't know what it is to unify, to work together. It's being lost. It's becoming a part. It's like the famous 8 Wonders of the World, like the Library of Alexandria. Destroyed by war-hungry mortals, humans destroying something that could have benefited and taught wise things. Even now, gone, lost, destroyed. Humans, and they're evil for the moment. I'm winning, I'm taking this land, I'm taking everything, and I'm going to destroy everything to build my thing. They're still doing that shit now. I saw that with ISIS a few years ago. They were in some ancient place, and they started destroying the old artifacts of civilization. The one that really hurts me the most, I think, is when they were talking about it in a historical drama, and they were talking about the great Buddha statues in Afghanistan that were on the roads, the Silk Roads. And those idiots decided, and I think one captain from the English Army was telling them, don't destroy them. Give us a chance. Leave them alone. Don't do it. They went ahead and destroyed them. And I promise you, most of those people who did that are gone and dead. You just lost something that was great, destroyed. You can't even go back to the ancient worlds hardly anymore. Listen to the countries I'm going to say: Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan. Different places you cannot even go back to visit. You will never be able to see them because man's hostility towards each other and their wars have prevented you from seeing these things. Some of these great places, great things we will never see. I think Babylon's either in Iraq, Persia, or it's in Iran. Persia's Iran. Persia's Iran. You'll never be able to go see those places. And it's so sad. They were just talking about recently on one video, political video, they said some of the most intelligent people they've seen come out of Iran and Iraq. I said, you'll never be able to see it. They're killing off everybody, destroying shit. The human race, when I say they are no longer becoming human, they're also becoming a great plague on the earth. And the earth is in great sorrow because of the way it's been mistreated for decades. But who am I? I don't know nothing. I just see. I'm a chronicler of my own choosing as well. And I'm a listener, ears to the ground, and I see what I need to see and hear what I need to see and see with my ears. It's like a person who's blind, and when they're blind, they use other parts of their bodies and mind in order to work at a more enhanced rate. So it's a variation of different things. It's a variation of different situations. But I tell you what, some of us are not lost. We're being found, even in a dark time, as we call it right now in our lives, all over the world. Some of us are finding a way. Some of us are awakening. Some of us are seeing things differently. And we're hearing things differently. Compared to the news cycle telling us this, that. I'm not even listening. And then when I see the great things that are occurring all out in the galaxy, and they're able to send these magnificent telescopes out there to relay things back to us that are so unknown that are becoming known, and they ain't even touched the surface yet. That's when you realize there's so much more than us. And we haven't even defined what we as us are. So, coming back to Earth to Mickey, coming back right now, you have to realize that your life is not seeing the whole picture. You're seeing bits and pieces of pictures of life, but you're not seeing the bigger scope when it goes beyond this galaxy, when it goes beyond these things. They can't even reach the bottom ocean. They don't even know. They think it's so much stuff down there that's unseen. Yeah, it is. And sometimes I'm grateful they can't get there. Look what they've done to the things they can get to. And just the same way with space. Here they are crying, we want to go to Mars. And they're already polluting Mars. The machines that break down, who's there to fix them? The trash they're leaving behind, they just destroy everything they touch. And it's sad. This is what I mean again. They don't even know what it is to be a human being. Apparently God didn't want us to go out there. Tower of Babel. Let me emphasize that again. Tower of Babel. He did, as they thought, and it says in the good book, they thought they can reach up to the heavens where the gods were. They didn't want that to happen. That's when confusion of language was put down there to get them confused so they couldn't really talk to each other. If you're on that side of the religion spectrum. But yeah, we're going out there, and they say over the earth is so polluted with satellites, dead satellites, trash, all up there, nothing put in. The Chinese are the only ones I've heard came out with a satellite or machine that they hold on a minute. They came out with a machine that can gather trash up and pull it away and siphon it inside so it can all come back down later and they can dispose of it. None of the other nationalities have done that. I think that was very inventive because these satellites circle our Earth, old straight space debris, and they're the first I heard came out with something like that. I think it's magnificent. But anyway, enjoy your days while we got them, my friends. We're not assured. We're seeing all types of spectrums of the future, things to come, months to come, crazy stuff. Some may rise to the occasion, others may not. Sometimes our fears are like that. They arise to the occasion, and sometimes they're not what they presume to be. But I say this again, but on closing, my friends. Protect your mind, protect your space, protect your environment, and help those who need help as much as you can. But not everybody's there for the helpful reason that they should be. Some of them want other things. So you got to be careful how you merit out your help and merit out your life. thus comes the other part of it. So it varies accordingly to what it needs to do and how it needs to do. Greatest thing yet is to become you and to see how magnificent you can become. Great things have come out of the darkness. Great things have come out of the light. Sometimes even greater things have come out of the darkness, and they didn't know they were still being educated, or they were formulating into something different, or something was going to come out of it just totally different. You have to keep spectrums like that going in your mind and saying, I'm balancing these thoughts, I'm balancing these ideas. I'm growing at a greater rate in my mind. And like I told people, sometimes that's the best thing. And to be single, which I love. Sometimes I see these people in these relationships and I just look at them like, good God Almighty, some of the things they go through. I saw a whole set yesterday, just, old people acting up on each other, and that's a daily rap from their family members. They do it all day long, cussing, going crazy, angry, upset, crazy. And yet the world will build you this idea that you're going to be wonderful with somebody. Most of the time not. But I want to say to my YouTube subscribers and friends, I gotta go. Be blessed. Namaste.